Right. In this video, I am going to explain about inflorescence. So, in this topic, it is related to the morphology of angiosperms. The inflorescence, this topic is related to the morphology of inflorescence. So, in this video, I am explaining about what are the main differences between racemose and cymose. Okay, right. So here inflorescence, this is the inflorescence. What is the definition of the inflorescence? A group of flowers on common axis is called inflorescence. This is the definition of inflorescence. A group of flowers on the common axis is called inflorescence. So what is the common axis? The common axis is called peduncle. So this is the peduncle. The common axis is called peduncle. A common axis consists the flowers is called peduncle. This is the peduncle. Okay. So here the group of the flowers on common axis is called inflorescence. What is the common axis? Peduncle. So the common axis consists the flowers is called peduncle. Okay. Next, the stalk of the individual, the flower is called pedicel. Each flower has one stalk like structure, that is called pedicel. So next, on the peduncle, the flowers develops on the peduncle in this axil of bract. The flowers, each flowers develops on the peduncle in the axil of the bract. Okay. So what is the location of bract on the peduncle? See, what is the structure of the peduncle? What is the structure of the peduncle? What is the nature of the peduncle, and what is the modification of peduncle here? So see, this is the peduncle. This is peduncle. This is peduncle. This peduncle is modified stem. The peduncle is a modified stem. On the peduncle, the flowers are arranged in a specific order. This is the flower. This is flower. So each flower has a stalk-like structure. This is called pedicel. This is a pedicel. So this flower is again consists of one leaf, a small leaf-like structure. This is called bract. This is bract. Now this flower as pedicel is called pedicellate flower. This flower is contains, that is a bract. This flower is called bracteate. Like this, different types of so many types of flowers are arranged on the specific manner. That is called arrangement of the flowers. So this is a peduncle. This is peduncle. So the peduncle is a modified stem. The growth of the peduncle is indefinite or definite, and the peduncle is long. In some flowers, the peduncle is condensed. So like this is the structure of the inflorescence. Okay. So here this is a brief explanation about the different components in the inflorescence. Next, based on their origin, in the inflorescence are classified into three types. Okay. Based on the origin of inflorescence, or based on the development of inflorescence, then the inflorescence are classified into three types. The first one is terminal inflorescence. This is the first. This is the terminal inflorescence. Second one is axillary inflorescence, and third one is intercalary inflorescence. Okay. So these three types of inflorescence are classified into the three main types based on the origin of inflorescence. What is the terminal inflorescence? The inflorescence develops at the tip of the stem is called terminal inflorescence. So terminal means, for example, this is a stem, this is the stem. So in this terminal inflorescence, the inflorescence develops at the tip of the stem. Here this is the tip of the stem, this is a stem. At the tip of the stem, the inflorescence are developed. Here the inflorescence, the group of the flowers are developed at the tip of the stem. This is called terminal inflorescence. This is terminal inflorescence. Example, Crotalaria gentiana. This is an example for the terminal. So next, axillary inflorescence. The inflorescence arises from the axil of leaf, that is the axillary inflorescence. Means this is the stem, this is the stem. So this is a leaf, so this is the leaf. So the angle between the stem and the leaf, this is axial position. From this axil, the inflorescence is developed. This is inflorescence, means the inflorescence is developed from the axil of leaf. This is called axillary inflorescence. Axillary inflorescence. So what is the example? Dolichos lob. So this is the scientific name of beans. So this is a second type of inflorescence. So next, intercalary inflorescence. Intercalary inflorescence means the inflorescence is born at the internodes of the stem. That is called intercalary inflorescence. So what is the intercalary inflorescence? See, this is the stem, this is the stem, this is a node, this is a node, this is a node. In between these two nodes, this is internode. This is internode. So here, what is the intercalary inflorescence? The inflorescence is born at the internodes of the stem. This is the internode. Here, the inflorescence is formed here. So this is the inflorescence. This is inflorescence. This inflorescence is born at the internode of the stem. This is called intercalary inflorescence. So these are basically three types of inflorescence based on the origin the inflorescence on the stem. So this is three types of inflorescence. Right. Next, in some plants, the flowers are formed directly on the trunk or older stem. This is called cauliflory. This is the cauliflory. Means some plants, the flowers are formed directly on the trunk or older stem. This is called cauliflory. Cauliflory. So here example polyalthea. And the second example for the cauliflory, Theobroma. This is the Theobroma and polyalthea. These two are examples for the cauliflory. What is the cauliflory? Some plants, the flowers are developed directly on the trunk or older stem. That is called cauliflory. Okay, na? So this is the special characteristic feature of the inflorescence. That is a cauliflory. Okay, na? So next, in that inflorescence are again classified into four types. The first one is racemose, second one is cymose, third one is special type of inflorescence, and fourth one is mixed type of inflorescence. Here the inflorescence are classified into four groups. The first one is racemose, cymose, special type of inflorescence, and mixed type of inflorescence. Now these inflorescences are classified into four groups based on the growth of peduncle and arrangement of flowers and opening of the flowers. So these inflorescences are classified into four groups. These four groups are based on the based on the growth of the peduncle and arrangement of flowers. Okay, na? So what is the in this classification, what is the main differences between racemose and cymose? Racemose and cymose. See, in racemose, the growth of the peduncle is indefinite. In cymose, the growth of the peduncle is definite. Next, what is the order and arrangement of the flower? That is order of the arrangement and opening of the flowers described as a acropetal and centripetal succession. See here, in racemose, the peduncle growth is indefinite. It can grow continuously. And racemose, the order of the arrangement of flowers and opening of the flowers described as a acropetal succession and centripetal succession. Same, that is a cymose. In cymose, the peduncle growth of the peduncle is definite. The peduncle growth is stopped due to the terminate with the flower. Then the cymose, what is the order of the arrangement and what is the opening of the flowers? That is described as a basipetal succession and centrifugal succession. See, what is the acropetal manner and what is the centripetal manner and what is the basipetal manner and what is the centrifugal manner? We have to know everyone before we are going to the inflorescence. Okay, na? So what is the acropetal succession of arrangement and opening of the flowers? See here, acropetal succession. Acropetal succession means in a racemose, the peduncle growth of peduncle is indefinite means this is the inflorescence, this is the peduncle. The common axis inflorescence is called peduncle. The peduncle growth is indefinite, it can grow continuously. On the peduncle, the flowers are arranged like this manner. See here, this is the arrangement of the flowers. Each flower has a stalk-like structure, pedicel, and one bract is there. This is called bract. Means what is the arrangement and opening of the flowers? At the base of this is base of peduncle. This is top of the peduncle. At the base of the peduncle, the flowers older flowers are present at the base of the peduncle. Older flowers are present at the base of the peduncle, and younger flowers are present at the base of the top. Means this is the longer pedicellate flowers are present at the base and shorter pedicellate flowers are present at the top. So this type of arrangement is called here the order of the arrangement and opening of the flowers described as acropetal. This type of arrangement is called acropetal succession. See here, acropetal succession is nothing but base of the flowers, that is older flowers, and top of the peduncle, younger flowers are there. Okay, here what is the opening of the flowers? The opening of the flowers from the base to tip. First this flower is open, then this flower is open, then this flower is open, this flower is open, like this. The opening of the flowers, opening of the flowers from the base to tip, base to tip. This is this type of arrangement of flowers. This type of arrangement is called acropetal succession. Okay, na? So this is the acropetal succession. So next, what is the centripetal? Centripetal succession. Centripetal succession. See, centripetal succession. Centripetal means here the peduncle, growth of the peduncle is indefinite. Here the growth of peduncle, the peduncle is condensed to form the discoid shape. This is the peduncle. This is the peduncle. The peduncle is condensed to form the discoid shape. Discoid shape. This is the peduncle. So on the peduncle, the arrangement and opening of the flowers. Here the opening of the flowers. The older flowers are arranged at the periphery of peduncle. So this is older flowers. Older flowers are present at the peripheral side. Next, younger flowers are present at the center of the peduncle. Center of the peduncle. See here, the younger flowers are present at the center and older flowers are present at the periphery. Okay, na? So this is the younger flowers. So this is one flower. This is one flower. Next, this is one flower. This is the older flowers. Like this also same. This is one flower. This is one flower. Like this, flowers are arranged on the peduncle. So younger flowers are present at the peripheral side, and that is younger flowers are present at the center. And what is the opening of the flowers? From the periphery to the center. Periphery to the center. This is a peripheral side. So the opening of the flowers from the peripheral side to the center, and peripheral that is opening of the flowers from the peripheral side to the center. This type of arrangement is called centripetal succession. Okay, na? Centripetal succession means the older flowers are present at the periphery of peduncle, and the younger flowers are present at the center of the peduncle, and opening of the flowers from the peripheral side to the center, and this side, this first this flower is open, this flower is open, then like this the opening of the flowers from the peripheral side to the center. This type of arrangement is called centripetal succession in racemose. Here in the racemose inflorescence, the growth of peduncle is long and indefinite, and opening and arrangement of flowers like acropetal manner. Here centripetal manner. So this is the racemose inflorescence. So next, that is cymose. In cymose, here the peduncle growth is long. The growth of peduncle is indefinite or long. See, next, order and opening of the flowers. See, this is the peduncle. This is the peduncle. This is a peduncle. So here in cymose, the older flowers are present at the top of the peduncle, and gradually the flowers will decreases. Like, see here. Here, these are older flowers. Older flowers. Older flowers are present at the top of the peduncle, and younger flowers are present at the base of the peduncle. So, like this arrangement is called that is acropetal. No, sorry, that is this is basipetal manner. Basipetal. What is the basipetal in a cymos? In cymos, basipetal is nothing but here the base of the peduncle, younger flowers are there, and top of the peduncle, older flowers are there. Means the most important characteristic of the cymos, the peduncle growth is definite. Means the peduncle is end with flower. Means the peduncle growth is stopped due to the peduncle is end with the one flower, then peduncle growth is stopped. That is the cymos. The peduncle growth is definite, means that the growth of the peduncle is stopped due to the growth of the peduncle is stopped. Next, older flowers are at the top position of the peduncle, and younger flowers are present at the base. And opening of the flowers from the top to base. First, this flower is open, this flower is open, this flower is open, this flower is open. Like this, the opening of the flowers from the top to base. This type of arrangement of flowers are called basipetal succession. So next, centrifugal succession. Here the peduncle is condensed to form the discoid shape. This is the peduncle. The peduncle is a condensed form, that is called discoid shape. Again here, the older flowers are at the center of the peduncle. So this is older flowers. Like this arrangement of manner. These are younger flowers. So these are older flowers. Okay. So younger flowers are present at the peripheral side, and older flowers are present at the center. Like this side is also like this only. Okay, na? Like this. So these are younger flowers. These are older flowers. The older flowers are present at the center of the peduncle. Younger flowers are present at the peripheral side. And what is the opening of the flowers? First, this flower is open. Next, these two flowers are open. Next, these two flowers are open, like this. From the opening of the flowers from the center to the peripheral side. This type of arrangement is called centrifugal arrangement. In cymos. In cymos, the peduncle growth is definite. In racemose, peduncle growth is indefinite. Here, the peduncle is long, and it is end with flower. Then peduncle growth is stopped due to the peduncle is terminate with flower. So this is the main differences between cymos and racemose. In cymos, the peduncle growth is definite. In racemose, the peduncle growth is indefinite. In cymos, the peduncle is end with the flower. In racemose, the peduncle is continuous to grow. So again the opening of flowers and arrangement of flowers, that is centripetal in racemose and centripetal and acropetal in racemose. In cymose, that is basipetal and centrifugal arrangement and opening of the flowers. Again that is the fourth, the basically the inflorescence are four types: racemose, cymose, special type of inflorescence and a mixed type of inflorescence. In a special type of inflorescence, that is they have unique characters, that is verticell aster, cyathium and hypanthodium. And what is a mixed type of inflorescence? In this mixed type of inflorescence, racemose inflorescence and cymose inflorescence, the both are present in the mixed type of inflorescence. So these are basically four types of racemose, four types of inflorescence in inflorescence types based on the growth of the peduncle and arrangement and opening of the flowers. Okay, so this is the four types of inflorescence based on the growth of the peduncle and arrangement and opening of the flowers. Okay, so this is the main differences